really thinking about how do we create an environment where children's basic life skills come to life. So I want to kick that off with some opening quotes that are very meaningful to me and shape my work. The first one is by Carlina Rinaldi. Is anyone familiar with Carlina? She's the president of Reggio Children, and she has been for about 30 years. And the work that they're doing to shape the world of children and education is amazing. She actually just won the LEGO Award for Creativity, which is a huge honor in any field. But this quote, to me, shapes so much of our own thinking and practice in the field. We should remember that there is no creativity in the child if there is no creativity in the adult. The competent and creative child exists if there is a competent and creative adult. What we know about the future is that children are going to need to live and work in a very creative state. The world is changing, the world of work is changing, that these children need to be supported in developing their creativity. If we go in and do the same old routines, the way we've always done them, with low energy, low engagement, what happens to creativity? We have to be fired up. We have to be excited. We have to go into this work full of passion and engagement if we want the children to come out as creative, passionate thinkers. And the second one, Ralph Waldo Emerson, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. If our enthusiasm is low, what's going to happen to quality in our programs? It's going to stay low. So we have to recognize our own role and thinking about the work. Irene was talking about we're all leaders. If we are relying on the leader to come in with all this creative woo-ha, passion, energy, and the rest of us kind of flat, what's going to happen? Not much. We all have to show up with that enthusiasm. We have to join together around that energy. So you're going to hear these themes throughout the presentations today. So how that connects for me to all that we know about this work and the research that's happening is that children who are in high stress environments are not able to learn and grow and develop in the same way as children who are in environments where those beautiful words you just listed, love, security, patience, connection, are happening. So if kids are in an environment where people say it's okay not to be kind, it's okay not to like each other, it's okay to be mean in some way, maybe a very subtle way. Do kids pick up on this? Everything they're learning from you and your interactions. So we have to be very aware of what's happening with toxic stress. Are children coming to us from environments where toxic stress might live? Absolutely. School can be a release from that, to be in a place that's safe, security, nurturing, that they come in and they can relax. Then what happens up here? Their brains grow and they flourish and they learn to adapt to different environments in different ways. So really be thinking about that. Would we put a baby in this environment? All of this interrelates to what we're seeing and hearing and reading around brain research. This isn't just at Harvard University, this is around the world. What we know about neuroscience and how children's brain develops is reshaping everything we know about early childhood. Those experiences that they have, those foundations that we're giving them, are not just impacting getting ready for primary school. They're impacting their ability to live fulfilled, active, engaged lives. And I just love to read the data and the research on this, to learn about it. We want to be sure, as educators, we're not all going to go back to school and get a degree in neuroscience, but we need to be current with the knowledge that early learning creates positive brain growth, creates positive life. We want to own that and we want to be clear about that. So how are we giving children that time? You don't have the luxury of a one-on-one relationship, but do you have one-on-one time at the diaper changer? One-on-one time at the feeding? Giving children contact, and as they get older, interactions with other children, is how we start shaping their brains. If they have weak early learning experiences, it's going to impact them throughout their lives. The research that's happening around social emotional connection, if you have a child who leaves your program with weak social emotional skills, and they get into their first year of primary school, and they can't make good friends, and they don't get invited to the birthday party, when does that change for them? Never. They're saying that children, there's a study going on now called Girls on the Outside. If you're not in a social circle in some way connected to some group, it could be scouts, it could be dancing, it could be academic. If you're not connected at 10, the chances of being connected in life diminish. We want these kids to feel capable and competent and strong. We're all going to have different capabilities, but they need to be seen for their strengths, and they need to be connected to others for those same strengths. Make sense? I've thought long and hard about what are the fundamental words that shape my thoughts and actions related to this. Passion, intentionality, engagement. Easily remembered by Pi. How are we showing up as passionate, engaged, intentional leaders, educators, parents? We need to be thinking about this all the time.